Hey everyone, 60 Grit here. We're actually going to do a quick comparison between these two laptops. That's basically what they're called. Now you're probably going to say why they look identically the same. It's like one's indigo, one's citrus, one's neon, one's bluish purple. The reason being there is this. So to my right, we have the 256 gig model, and to the left, we have the 512 gig model. We're going to talk about the few differences between the two, but just give an overcap and make sure we understand what we got here. So we have a 13-inch MacBook, and it is running off the A18 Pro chip processor. Now, if you start looking at the bigger Macs, that's going to be, off the M series. This is going to be off the A, so it's a less intense processor. You do have Apple Intelligence built into it. This is going to be, this is going to be a 6-core CPU, 5-core GPU, and then you have a couple of different options. Actually, you have 8 gigs of memory in either model, so it doesn't matter if you pick the 512 to my left or the 256 to your right, as both has 8 gigs of memory. And then the storage is going to be 256 gigs. Now that's where they start differing a little bit, because the 512 has some features that the 256 does not have, and it depends on what you're looking for in that. Now you're going to get up to 16 hours of battery life, and I will tell you, I have used this quite a bit, well over 12 hours. I've only charged it maybe once, twice, and then I actually see the battery there. So no, that's not 12-hour battery on that, actually, along lines, but it will last up to 16 hours. So this can get easily a full day if you're traveling or going to school. And this is where it gets different. So on the 512 gig, you're gonna get this Touch ID, as you can see here, but the 256 only has the lock. So you can't actually get the Touch ID. Now, why would you ever want the Touch ID? It's actually, some functionality is to unlock it. You can use Touch ID if you're gonna use a MacBook. If you're gonna do any kind of payment or anything along those lines, you can use the Touch ID for that. So there's a lot of benefits for that now. So not only do you get double the memory storage, but you're also gonna get this Touch ID. This thing is gonna boot back up and do that. Besides that, I mean, there's not really much more. I mean, they're both, like I said, 13-inch displays. They're liquid retina displays. They both have 2408 by 1500 pixels. As you can tell from the screen that this one's up and actually already set up, it looks amazing. It looks great. This 500 nits of brightness, I have taken this out into the sun. I have no problems with seeing it. In the house, of course, you're never going to have a problem with 500 nits along those lines. And then, weight on this is about a little over 2 pounds. It's actually just shy of 3 pounds. I think it's 2.7 pounds is what you're going to have. So it's a very light use. The dimensions, it's about 0.5, it's about a half inch tall with it closed. And then you're looking at the width going to be 11.71 inches, while the depth is 812. So it's going to be very compact. Again, these are 13-inch. Along those lines, if you're using 11-inch iPad or iPad Pro, this is going to be a little bit bigger. If you're using the 13-inch iPad Pro, now you have something very similar, especially if you have the attached keyboard. It does have a camera on there, so you can easily do, it's right here, up here, so you can do your FaceTime, video recording, anything along those lines. So you do have that full function to do a camera on there. It does have audio. The speakers are actually pretty decent on it. It's not THX where it's going to blow the doors off, but it is a good quality sounding system. It has like a Magic Keyboard on here, and so if you're using the iPad Pro, are using the Magic Keyboard, very similar type keyboard on that. And like I said, the 512 will have the Touch ID. It does have wireless. Now, this has wireless 6E, so it does not have the latest wireless 7 that you can now have in the iPhones and the MacBooks, but this still runs great along those lines. And so you're still gonna get some great internet connection out of there. If you look, and we can actually just do a quick test real quick. Let's just go to speed test. So if you're wondering like, hey, what kind of speeds will I get? I'm pulling a little under 500 megabits down, and we're about 160-ish up. So great speeds, no matter what you're trying to do, whether you're trying to stream movies, upload things, even though it is wireless.
Press the return key.
Now that thing wants to just talk to me. You're gonna have the USB 3 and a USB 2 port. That will be on the side. This is identical to the both. Again, there's no change. This is USB 3, this is USB 2. Both ports will actually charge it. So again, identically the same. The only difference between these two models is going to be the storage and the Touch ID, which is right here along those lines. You can use our video calling, audio calling. It has built-in Siri, and the battery, like I said, it's up to 12 hours. So they say up to 16 hours video streaming, which is kind of funny, and then they say up to 11 hours of wireless web along those lines. It has a 36.5 watt battery, and then it comes with a 20 watt USB-C power adapter. Again, why would you buy this? If you're carrying an iPad and you're tired of having that, and you don't want to buy an iPad, which is anywhere from $600 to over $1,000, depending on which version you buy of it, and then you got to buy a $300 keyboard to get attached to it, that gets kind of costly. If you go buy this from the education store, we're looking at $499 versus $599. I would highly suggest go with the $599. The double storage and this Touch ID, in my mind, is well worth the extra $100. If your budget says no, it's a great alternative still. Great thing, great solution. And you just to be typing in when you log in. And every time you buy something or do something where you're going to need to do, if you do any kind of thing from your wallet or buying something, you might have to type in a password versus using this Touch ID. You can also unlock this. It's going to have full Mac OS. So this is one of the things that differ from an iPad is you're going to have full capabilities to download anything you want from the Apple Play Store or App Store. I guess Play Store is more Google. So we'll just say Play Store or App. Now I'm just confusing myself. But anyways, we don't change videos. We just call it for what it is. But yeah, from the App Store, you can download anything on here. You can install any kind of application you want. Now, keep in mind, these have 8 gigs of memory. It has an A18 processor in it. So if you're doing any kind of web browsing, any kind of Microsoft app like Word, PowerPoint, all that's going to work great. If you do anything video editing, video intensive stuff, this is not the solution for you along those lines. So yeah, look, there you go. There's iMessage popping up. So yeah, great solution, easy carry. I actually bought this to carry on a plane because I'm tired of carrying a laptop when I have to go anywhere for business trips. This is a great alternative. It's easy to use. It's very light, being under 3 pounds. Cuts my bag weight down. And when you travel as much as I do, bag weight does matter because most backpacks are 2 to 4 pounds, depending on what you're buying. Then you throw in a 4-pound laptop, then you're throwing in other stuff. Next thing you know, you have a 15-pound backpack and you're wondering how you got there. So I try to do very minimum things when I'm carrying. When I go out on a trip on a backpack, I actually can take 4 to 5 days worth of clothes inside my backpack. And so therefore I don't even take any luggage. So for me, I travel a little bit different than most people. But yeah, so if you have either one of these, and they actually make this in 4 different colors. So you have the silver, you have a pink, you have this indigo, and you have the citrus. Citrus is like a yellowish color. This is a blue with a purple tint to it. The pink, of course, is pink, and silver is like your normal silver MacBook. If you have these, you have questions about it, or if you're using it today, put your comments down below, and I'll ask you now to please click subscribe. So if you stuck with me through this whole video, which I hope you have, because I hope it's been informational for you, let me know what you think. And like I say, click subscribe. Really appreciate that. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks.